Hi, my name is Aaron Jackson, and today I'm going to show you how to turn your old discarded computer into a media server for your house. Before we begin, you need to gather a few things. Aside from the computer, you should also have a monitor, keyboard, mouse, a copy of Windows XP or newer, and an internet connection for the computer. We need to make sure your new server meets some basic criteria. The processor speed must be at least 1.6 GHz and must have 1 GB of RAM. This covers most computers made from 2005 and on. To check this on a Windows computer, you will locate and open the control panel in the Start menu. In the control panel, you will select System, and in the middle of the window that opens, both your processor speed and RAM installed on your computer will be displayed. We want to make sure your hard drive is large enough to hold the media you want to stream. Most movies are from 700 megabytes and up, so using a 20 gig hard drive, while feasible, will only allow you to save a few pieces of media. If you need more space, hard drives are easy to replace and are available in the $50 range at most big box stores. You will need to set up your computer as it would normally be, used with a mouse, keyboard, and monitor, and make sure it is connected to the internet. The first thing we do with the computer is install a fresh copy of Windows. Make sure you have backed up any data you don't want to lose before you start this process. I suggest working with a fresh copy of Windows when making a media server, as other programs that may run in the background could easily slow down the media that you're trying to stream. Install Windows selecting a manual installation. This will force Windows installer to give you the option to format the drive, which you would want to do in order to get a clean install and not just an updated Windows install. Windows takes a while to install, so keep this in mind. Do not attempt to stop the install, as it could cause errors with your fresh install. I'd suggest finding something to do for a while, as Windows can take an hour or more to install. Once Windows is installed, go to download.com, search for AVG Antivirus, and install it. It's a free install, and it will keep those pesky viruses off of your new system. Once AVG is installed, we will install your media streamer. The one I suggest after trying many of the ones on the market is Plex. It is an open source free program available at plexapp.com. Plex will allow you to stream to Roku boxes, Xbox 360, PS3, Apple, and Android apps. The apps do have a fee, but it can be streamed over a computer over Plex Web for free. You will want to join My Plex, so that will allow you to stream your device when you're not on the network. To add new videos in Plex, you will go to the Plex Media Center and add a new section. You can select what type of media it is and the folder you plan to put your media. Plex then will run a process to get the cover art, metadata, and make it available to stream. The Plex website is a very useful tool in assisting you with any different devices or customizing your installation. The last thing we want to install is a way to access your server without the monitor, mouse, and keyboard. Most remote desktop applications are either very expensive or really slow. I use a program called SplashTop, available at splashtop.com, and the best part is the basic version is free. At splashtop.com, click the Get Streamer icon, and this will install as any other program would install. Before disconnecting everything, now is a good time to add the media in the folder you set up in Plex. You can always add more later, either by remotely connecting to the computer, using the internet, or transfer over the network or an external hard drive. You are now done with the setup of your server, so you will place it somewhere out of the way, connect it to power and the internet using a network cable. You don't need to connect your mouse, keyboard, or monitor. Now you have quite a few options to access your Plex media in your computer desktop. I use a Roku device, which has a Plex channel available in the channel store for free. I use an Xbox, which under the video apps and system video player. For an additional $5, I added Plex to my iPad. I log into my Plex on my iPad, and it will allow me to watch videos on the go. If you ever need to access your desktop, on your computer you will download the free SplashTop app, and you can remotely control your server. I also paid $5 for the iPad app to control it as well. You can get a subscription under $20 a year that will allow you to connect when you're not inside of your network. One final note I have is in regards to Apple TV. I love my Apple TV, but my Apple TV does not love Plex. The simple workaround is to install and run iTunes on your server and share the iTunes over the network. I add what media I want to iTunes, and the Apple TV seamlessly streams the media. I hope you found this to be helpful in setting up your home media server. If you run into any roadblocks at all, the websites in this video have fantastic troubleshooting advice. Thanks for watching.